my goodness. I had uploaded the wrong video and then I deleted the original one on accident. We're doing round two. I'm so sorry for sending you the wrong link. But hey, maybe Spirit said do it again. Do better. So we're gonna do better. It has been another day. Let's see what we have coming in for you. Thank you so much for your patience. I apologize for the late. I've been very, very busy, but you know, we're here now. I hope that you have a positive and good and wholesome experience. Remember that it's only the most likely outcome, not the guaranteed one, in my personal opinion. And you have free will, so you can always change it. Alrighty, your timestamps are down below, and I will see you there. Thank you for understanding. Sorry about that. Hi there, Liv. Thank you very much for coming to my stream the other day. I'm sorry that I ended and then I took a couple days to recoup. Sometimes I just, you know, sometimes I'm not only am I just stressed out and overwhelmed and trying to do a bunch of work, but I just don't feel the, you know, the connection, and I don't like to force it, you know what I mean? I don't like to force it. So we're gonna see what Spirit wants you to know now. Feeling really good, feeling really connected, did meditations all day. And so you said, can I get a reading for my marriage? Is he my soulmate after all the current complications we're facing? Yes. I always like to remind this to people, Liv, that you are never in the wrong relationship. There's always something to learn. There's something to face. There's something to heal. I feel, you know what I feel, Liv? It's interesting because right before I did your reading, I was doing my other makeup readings, but as I was uploading and as I was sending it to people, I clicked onto this video. And I started it a little bit. And obviously, you know, only 41 seconds because it didn't take me too long to send out my messages. But it's titled, How to Get Out of Survival Mode. How to Get Out of Survival Mode. So if you find yourself struggling to see the bigger picture, if you're struggling to see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you are suffering and worried about the next day constantly and reliving moments from the past, that's survival mode, and especially in your relationship. And if you feel you're walking on eggshells, and you know, for me, my biggest sign that I was in survival mode was my skin would break out, I would gain weight, I would get like moon face. I also, I don't talk about it too much, but I was so stressed for a good maybe 4 to like 6 months. Actually it was 6 months that my hair was falling out. And I knew that I needed to leave. And so for me, I ended my relationship. I broke my lease. You know, I went into a bunch of debt trying to get all my stuff back to my parents' place, move back into my kid room, you know, all of that stuff. And it was a humbling experience, but I knew it had to be done because I needed to heal, or I was going to get sicker and sicker and sicker. And so for me personally, it took going back to a place where I didn't have to worry about bills, and I didn't have to worry about taking care of someone, or I didn't have to worry about you know, I didn't have to worry about anybody except for me. And you know, if that's something that you need to do, it's okay. Honor and respect that. Okay, I don't know. I feel like that was a message we needed to hear. Okay, all right. Let's see what we got. And you know what, Liv? This is my second time doing your reading, and I'm already feeling like this is so much better. Like I'm feeling the connection so much stronger than when I did it last night. So I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I lost that file actually. So okay. All right, Spirit, tell me. What's going on with Liv? Ooh. Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Sun. Here's what I see happening. The Knight of Swords is facing this direction, and this is what your partner is coming up as. And you're coming up as the Sun. You are the powerhouse of this relationship. We have the Three of Pentacles. I think that both of you have this, you have a system. And if the system goes, and it feels like you are most of this system. In fact, it feels like you are the backbone of this system, personally. But if the system goes another direction, everything is out of balance. And I feel this way because they're coming up as the Knight of Swords. And this is, number one, it's a knight, so they need direction. You know, they need someone to guide them. Number two, it's an air energy, right? So they lead with logic. They have to understand why. They need to have it painted out to them. They need to have a command almost. And so that's what I'm feeling that it's been like. And if you've been, for some reason, there's something that I just kind of see them always trying to talk themselves out of. Anyways, you're coming up as a Sun. This is someone who is, it means happiness, joy, success. It means illumination. This is someone who's always trying to look at the bright side of things. This is someone who is always trying to say, well, we could try this, we could try that, we could do this, we can do that. And I think that's a really, really beautiful energy to come up as. But once again, like, I'm just, the reason why, and this is the reason why I feel that you are the backbone to this. Number one, it is the Knight card. Number two, it's also because the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. And number three, I'm really, really drawn to the Sun energy behind all of these working wheels. The Three of Pentacles represent working together, having a team, having a teammate. And, you know, it does kind of remind me of survival mode too, where it's like, we have to have a system, like we're constantly trying. It doesn't feel romantic, you know what I mean? Where's the romance? Our challenge is the Ace of Cups, and our advice is the Knight of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Ace of Cups, bro. Sorry, I said bro. Sorry, I just say bro all the time. It's gender neutral, bro. The Ace of Cups represents true love. The Ace of Cups represents pure, unconditional love. Do you feel like they love you unconditionally? And I want you to know that love isn't just a underlying emotion, because you can go, oh, I know they love me. Love is consistent action. Love is something that you have to reinforce. Love is something that you have to fight for and honor and respect. Do you have that type of unconditional love? Do you feel like if you fall, they will catch you? Or do you feel like you have to catch yourself and then them? Do you feel that you can trust them? That is unconditional love. Feeling safe, feeling trusted. You trusted, them trusted. You have these things. Understand that there is a new energy that needs to be invited into your life. Whether that's a new relationship or you guys need a genuine turning over a new leaf, that's up to you. And I want you to practice your own discernment, because you're coming up as the Sun. And I feel that you know so much. Like you know the truth. You know what the truth is. And it's interesting because it's so interesting because your advice card is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is someone who is steady, reliable, patient. This is someone who is hardworking, that knows that they need to invest energy and time in order to bring something to fruition. And they are another Knight card, but I feel that this is something that we need in our life. Consistency and peace, and someone who's willing to make us feel safe in the long term instead of in the moment. The Knight of Swords is all talk, all bark and no bite. And I'm not trying to say that, you know, your partner hasn't done enough for you. There's the Three of Pentacles. it just, to me, it feels like you know, energetically speaking, you have put in more. And that can make you feel, well, to me, in my opinion, it's putting you in survival mode. Or at least the relationship. And maybe they're feeling that way too. And that's okay. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, Spirit, tell us. What's, yeah, Spirit, why did you give us the Ace of Cups? Is it a new relationship? Is there a better soul out there for Liv? Excuse me. Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. You know what Spirit's saying? We are all souls, and if you incarnated with someone and you chose to marry them, then trust and know that both of you on a soul level love each other deeply. In fact, you love each other so much that you are willing to come to Earth and trigger the fuck out of each other. And that's what I'm feeling. That not only is this an opportunity to grow, but it's also something that I think we need a break from. So the reason we had the Ace of Cups is Spirit's telling you, you need to make sure that your cup is full first. You need to make sure that your cup, and if you have children, your children's cup is full first. You are not responsible for them. You are your own hero, and they are their own hero. And I feel that that is the trick of the trade, right? That we're not looking for someone to take care of us. We're looking for someone to stand strong with us. And I think that we cannot feel strength if our light is constantly being siphoned. And so Spirit, the reason Spirit said the Ace of Cups is because we need emotional healing, we need peace, we need unconditional love, and it's going to be very difficult to find it in the current environment that we're in. And so have you ever heard this saying, and by the way, you don't have to believe me, Liv. Please, it's your life. You do what feels right for you. And I know this sounds really scary, but yeah. The Six of Swords is about letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And so this is release. It's a necessary transition. I'm letting go and I'm going somewhere where I can feel safe. And after that, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is things unfolding in your favor. This is a fated event. These are things this is an energy that is going to help you and uplift you. Notice how there's all these angels around this. This is your reality. If you just allow yourself to take, and I'm not trying to say take a break as in, take a break, it's fine, cheat on me, because I know a lot of people say that, like, oh, we should see other people. That is not what I mean by take a break. What I mean is, go somewhere you feel safe. And then ask yourself, what is the next best decision for me? Because where you are now, you cannot see the outcomes that are genuinely available to you. Okay, that's what I have for you, Liv. I hope that helped you. I hope that made sense. Thank you so much. Good luck with everything you are endeavoring. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Hi there! Hey, I'm so sorry that I didn't get to your reading right away. Well, hey, we're here now, and I appreciate you choosing me as your reader. Oops, I forgot the music. Very important part of the sauce. Thanks for choosing me as your psychic, as your reader. I hope that it's a good and positive experience, as I always say. Remember, you have free will, so if you get a reading you don't like, you can change it. And let's see what we have coming in for you. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you saw, but in the beginning, but I had actually deleted the original reading I did for you, and so I think it's gonna be better this time. You said I want to know of my past relationship and why it ended, and how to move forward. Yeah. Okay. Spirit, tell us, why did they? The person who asked this for this reading specifically, the person who wrote this message, please and thank you. Tell me why they experienced their last relationship from a spiritual standpoint. What was the meaning of this? Ooh, the Two of Swords, the World card, and the Seven of Wands. So that you wouldn't repeat the same mistake. So, if you've noticed, maybe you have a pattern. And the reason I say this, the World card is a completion of a cycle. We have put it to an end. We're not going to experience this again. And if it's not a cycle, then it could just be point blank. You know better now. You have learned so much. You know where your line is. You know what you're looking for. You know the signs of a positive person. You recognize energy so much better. You realize people's underlying intentions. You have gained the power of not only discernment, but self-respect. And I feel that this is something invaluable, right? Like, you cannot put a price on this. Did you know that relationships... oh my goodness, excuse me, hold on. Oh my god, I breathed in funny. I apologize. I'm allergic to my cats, and I've been really struggling. Sorry, it just hits me out of the blue sometimes. But anyways, relationships are the biggest influence on our emotional and mental well-being. Relationships. And so you have to be very, very choosy. You have to be so choosy with who you are going to date, because they are sharing energy with you. You want somebody who not only uplifts you, enhances you, but challenges you to be better. You want to be with someone who you look at them and you say, in order to be the best version to be your partner, I need to grow up, or I need to enhance, I need to learn, I need to get better, right? So that I can feel worthy. And by it, in that very noble and honest and kind and loving pursuit, you are leveling up, and so are they. And there's a reciprocity there. Both of you charge each other to become more. And when I say more, I'm not talking about more money. I'm not talking about less pounds. I'm not talking about, materialistic things. All of that fades. I'm talking about, I need to heal my trauma. I need to not be avoidant. I need to learn how to tell the truth. I need to learn how to be authentic. I need to know how to communicate so that I can stay in this relationship, because they're worth it. They're worth it. They deserve this. And so do I. And that's what you have gained from this relationship. And so just know, you have learned your line. And I'll say this, and I've been getting this energy quite a bit. I got in the last reading too. There's an energy of being in survival mode. But anyways, and I want you to know, it's really hard to see the big picture and to understand things when we are healing from that state. And it's difficult to heal when you're in survival mode. And it takes intention and it takes time. Alright, you asked, why did it end? Let's pull for that too. Why did it end? Why did their relationship end, Spirit? Thank you. The Fool card, so you could start a new journey. So you could start a new journey, start a new chapter, and find your light. Get your light back. I'm not even joking. This is what I heard. You don't have to believe me, but I heard it loud and clear. It ended specifically so that you could get your light back. what a draining energy this has been. I feel like you've been feeling less radiant. I feel like you've been feeling misunderstood, victimized. There's an energy of, you know, I'm always doing so much now, I'm not being appreciated. And so we're learning how to give ourselves that energy of self-appreciation, and it's hard. And to be honest, I think it's a little far away at the moment because there's the Fool, and the Fool is a whole ass new journey. This is a whole new mountain to climb, but you're gonna climb it. Look at that. Wait, oh my goodness, this is crazy, dude. We got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands means persistence and perseverance. So this is about not giving up hope, understanding what you deserve, knowing that you can have what you deserve, understanding what, you know, what does that even mean to you? Because even that is a challenge. And this is something that I feel that, look, the Five of Pentacles, insecurity, fear, feeling hopeless. This is what you need to understand. You are deserving of someone who is honest. You are deserving of and you are deserving to be around someone who makes you an honest person. All right? You are deserving of faithfulness. And you are deserving of being around someone who doesn't make you question if you want to be with someone else. You deserve feeling honored and respected, so seen for your efforts. And you want to be around someone that you honor and see their efforts and acknowledge them. Someone who shows up for you. Someone who defends you and fights for you. Even against yourself, even when you say, I don't think I can do it, they say, yes, you can. They even defend you against yourself. This is what you deserve. Everybody deserves this. This is what not only a soulmate is, but this is what unconditional love means. It's an energy of assuredness. It's an energy of understanding, being non-judgmental, seeing the best in someone, seeing their potential, and helping them achieve it. But still loving them for where they are now. And seeing them grow every day is a blessing, you know, for you and them and yourself. And it's somebody that both of you have this beautiful, positive feedback loop where you're doing well. That inspires me. I'm gonna do well. Wow, you're doing well. That inspires me. I'm gonna do well. You see what I'm saying? You're inspiring each other. You're flowering together, blooming together. And that's something that you deserve and nothing less. Point blank period. Boom bop beam bop boom bop bow. Sorry. That's okay. Anyways, that was very cringe. Anyways, I hope that you like that. Thank you very, very much. Remember, there is hope out there. And don't believe TikTok when they say that women or men are awful and they be cheating. Don't believe them, because that's going to reinforce, that is a self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? Every time you say men are cheaters, women be cheating, you are just manifesting a cheater, okay? All right? Okay, thank you so much. I love you. See you later. Hi there, Miri! Thank you so much for getting a reading from me on stream. I apologize for the wait. I know it's been 3 days. I've been busy, but I've been getting work done slowly but surely. Thank you for choosing me as your reader, as your psychic. I hope that is a positive experience. I hope that you resonate with it. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay, you said, let's see what you wrote. Hi, I'm watching your stream right now. 123. Oh, okay. I don't know if you saw in the beginning of the video, but this is actually my second round of your reading. I did it last night, or it's 5 in the morning right now. I've been working. But anyways, I did it, I guess technically, like, yeah, I guess I did it like maybe 9 yesterday, but anyways, I deleted it on accident because I had intended to upload it with everybody, but Anyways, let's get to your reading. I'm gonna do a little situation. We're gonna pull for the situation. We're gonna pull for the action and the outcome, what the challenge is, and what spirit it is advising you to do. And actually, you know what? I've been adding an addendum to this. I want to pull for the best outcome versus the outcome we're heading towards. So that's what I want to do. Let's see what we got. And I'll let you know if they're the same. Let's see what we got. Okay. Ooh, alright, so this is a situation, the Ten of Cups. And this is the action. Ooh, alright, and this is the highest outcome. And this is the outcome we're going towards. And our challenge is the Six of Swords, and our advice is the Five of Wands. Okay, alright. There is something in your vicinity. It can be a person, it can be your community, it can be like the social, it's a social thing. It's the people around you. Like I said, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, your community. Very triggering, okay? Very, very, very triggering. And I say this because there's an energy here of I have questions, I want to understand. It's the Prince of Swords, right? So they're looking to understand. All of the Swords energy is about communication. It's about learning. It's about intellect, logic, and thinking, right? And so the Prince of Swords in particular is about having questions, being a student. I want to learn, I want to understand. And so the challenge, right? Not the challenge, excuse me. The thing at hand here, what Spirit's bringing up, is I do not understand what is going on around me socially. Some people are doing great, some people are doing awful. I don't really know where I stand. I don't really know who I feel safe with. But our challenge, and it could be our family, right? Like maybe our family is really triggering us right now. Our challenge is a Six of Swords, because this does mean family too. But it just means the people around us, right? So the Six of Swords is here. And the Six of Swords represents letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And so, and going to better, fresher waters. What Spirit is saying here is, this is what we should be taking action towards, right? Like this is something we can do to make the situation better. The Six of Swords says that we need to surround ourselves energetically with healing energies, with positive energies, with supportive energies, with people that want to hear us out, people that want to understand us, people that communicate to us clearly, honestly, truthfully, without getting triggered, right? And the reason I say this is because the advice card, and I do think, like, I think this is a double-edged sword, right? Like, I'm trying to understand, they're trying to understand. We keep like running into complications during conversation. You know, the Prince of Swords, they're new. It's a page in traditional, all of the pages are new to something, and so they're a little bit clunky. The advice card being the Five of Wands is sometimes we just need to let the volcano erupt and take that as a lesson. Right? Like we have to kind of recognize what we're doing isn't working and take a step back and, you know, try to attack it from a new position. Excuse me. And so your highest outcome is the Fool. This is going on a new journey. This is experiencing new people. This is an energy of I'm in a new state of being, a new environment. I'm around new people. I'm a new person, okay? And so this is protecting yourself from the energies that surround you. And this is what I feel is the best outcome for you. Now, it's interesting because the Devil is a little similar, where it does mean separation. Notice how they're facing away from each other. But the difference is the Devil is about fear. It's about negativity. It's about shame, right? All of those really low vibrational emotions. So this is what we're heading towards. Feeling guilty, feeling misunderstood, feeling ashamed, feeling afraid, scared, feeling like you're a victim, right? Feeling like there's no option, right? You're a victim of the circumstance. What are you gonna do? You have no power. The energy is feeling powerless, feeling powerless. So there's separation here, which is what Spirit is telling you to do. But you need to be separated in a way that says, I'm doing this to better me. I'm doing this to protect me. I'm not going to, when I am separated from these energies, I'm not going to be ashamed, because my peace, my well-being, my happiness, my joy, my success, all of these things, my enrichment, my passion, all of these things are sacred, and they mean more to me than being the victim. And so this is turning being a victim into being the victor. This is saying, I win because I get to start over. I get to be a new person. I get to do something new. And so just know, don't be afraid. If you do find yourself dipping into fear, into sadness, into feeling like there's no options for you, this is just how it is. Nothing can change. Understand that there's always going to be the opportunity to look away. Protect your mental state. Protect your emotional state. And condition and train your body to look for the opportunity to heal, to grow, to change, because it's always there. Even in the midst of chaos, you can still use that heat to bloom. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave it there for you, Miri. I hope that made sense. I hope that you enjoyed that. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye.